wie eingefrorenes Hühnchen. Ihre Stirn hat überzuckert mit Gewalt. Für ihre Jacke starben mehr als 10 Kaninchen. Und dann tut sie auch noch so, als wäre es ein Ernst. Mädchen sein allein ist keine Tugend, aber es scheint, als ob es das ist, was sie glaubt. Fett wär ich, bekäme ich ein Stück Torte. Für jede Illusion, die sie mir raubt.
Elements of Crime are a German band about whom there doesn't seem to be much information. They are billed by Wikipedia as being melancholic chanson. They were formed in 1995 by Sven Regner, who's also a novelist, and they're still going. And they have released 21 albums so far. Hi, my name's Dan. So this is my first encounter with Elements of Crime, and I believe it's their 7th studio album. And there's no information about the album on Wikipedia apart from its existence. I believe that Weißes Papier is how it's pronounced and that it means white paper. So when it first came on, I thought it was going to be German cabaret or Western European folk rock. So it reminded me of, so there's a band called Fanfare Cicciolina, who have a brass-based rock sound, folk rock sound. But actually, as the album unfolded, I became aware it was more kind of akin to French Chanson. So that's the think accordions on the streets of Paris, except in this case it's the streets of Germany. So it's got a normal rock band. The guitar is a fairly twangly guitar, but added to this, there's quite a lot of accordion. There's brass instruments coming in. There's rock organ occasionally, so like a Hammond organ, and there's sometimes strings sounds in there. And musically, it varies between more kind of straightforward rock sounds and more of this kind of chanson / cabaret kind of feel. And so it's the sort of thing that could be quite comic, possibly unintentionally, but certainly intentionally. Frank Zappa has been known to use the kind of German cabaret sound for comic effect. And I think the fact that I don't know the words makes it easier for me to put my own slant on it, whether I feel that it's comic or not. But actually, I didn't feel like it was particularly comedy or, certainly. No, not at all, really. And I think the reason for that is because the music is handled really well. In fact, I would say that the kind of what could have been, particularly in the kind of slower accordion-based stuff, what could have felt like a kind of takeoff of this French accordion style, actually was just done by all the band in such a way that they were committed to it and they felt it, and it comes across as fairly melancholy in a good way. I would especially say that the brass handle their parts really nicely. I really like some of the bass lines and the drums. Again, there's a great touch to the drums, but there's a great touch to the whole thing. It's not particularly complex musically, except for the fact that actually the chord sequences are at times unusual and are not what you might expect from this type of music. But it's just the way that they play it and that they feel it, that it just comes across with sincerity and a little bit of class, I would almost say. So probably my favourite track, or particularly my favourite bass line, was on, let's see if I can pronounce this right, Schwere See, which means heavy seas. I have to go look that up. So as I've said, the singing's in German, so I had no clue what the songs are about. Generally, I can pick up the occasional word, even kind of 2-3 word phrases, because I did learn some German, but I'm not that good. But musically, I enjoyed it. And so overall, I enjoyed the album quite a lot. So that's what I think, and I'd love to know what you think, especially if you know more about them. I'd love to know more about them, and that's it from me for now.